When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we welcome you to beautiful SAISD Sports Complex on a beautiful night here in South San Antonio. The temperature is right about 90 degrees. The humidity is 0. And I'm getting that precise number from the Villafranca humidity detector. It is a beautiful night here for high school football. Robert Villafranca with RC Audio Sports alongside Bobby Mendez, who's going to give us the play-by-play tonight. Cesar Mendez is at the take table, and Reese Hernandez-Robinson will be grabbing all the pictures for us tonight. We have a great team assembled for you tonight to cover this game between the visiting Highlands Owls, just right down the street, taking a trip here to Burbank High School, where the SAISD Sports Complex is housed. And the home team tonight is the Lanier Vokes, and they've taken a little longer trip, but a short trip nonetheless. It is a big game tonight. It's a district ball game between 12 5A D2 football teams. It is the second game of district play. Lanier comes to us tonight, 2-3 overall, 0-1 in the district record. Lost last week, a tough one to the Jefferson Mustangs by a score of 14-22. Highlands is here, 0-5 for the season, yet to put one in the win column, and 0-1 in the district play. They lost last Saturday night to a resurgent Edison Golden Bears team at the rock pile, a temple of high school football, Alamo Stadium. The Highlands Owls lost to Edison by a score of 14-27. So we've got the Highlands Owls and the Lanier Vokes in the second night of, or the second week of district play, both looking to put one in the win column. 7 teams in this district. You got to be better than 3 of them to get to the playoffs. So very important in the early going to get a skin on the wall. And you got to end up with at least 3 skins on the wall to get to the playoffs here in 12-5 AD2. Again, from SAISD Sports Complex, you have found RC Audio Sports 2 on YouTube. While you're here, subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon. Click on the bell icon so that you're notified every time we go live. We've got 2 stations on YouTube, RC Audio Sports 2 and our sister station, RC Audio Sports. Find them both, subscribe to them both, hit the notification button, and you will know anytime that we are live. We are going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to share our visit with the head coach of the Lanier Vokes, Coach Sal Deas. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports 2.
Ready!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And we bring you back live to the beautiful SAISD Sports Complex here on the campus of Burbank High School. It's the Highlands Owls and the Lanier Vokes playing on this beautiful Saturday night. Before the game, we had an opportunity to visit with the head coach of the Lanier Vokes, Coach Salas. We'd like to share that visit with you.
And we welcome you back to the Martinez and Associates pregame show with head coach of the Lanier Vokes, Coach Salas. Coach, thank you very much for taking some time. It's the first time we get you this season here, so we're pretty excited about that. Sure. Talk a little bit about your 7-on-7. We understand that you're a part of a SAISD program that puts together a 7-on-7 during the off-season.
Yes, sir. So, as a matter of fact, when it first kind of took about was when Kennedy and Memorial went to 4A. Right? So they took off the spring practices right before they don't have that. So they moved their 7-on-7 to May. So we stayed without a 7-on-7, so that was 3 years ago. And Coach Barona and I from South San got together, and we were talking about, I called him up, I said, hey, we got to get a league going for SAISD and for yourself, because we're all part of it. He was like, let's do it. So we met for lunch, and we met at his place, and we were there for a while, and I took my coordinator with me, Steve Garcia, and we just brainstormed, like, hey, how could it look? And she said, well, we could have it on our field. They already told me I could have it. I said, cool. We'll set up some times, how many teams we want to have. And we went about it that first year there. 2 years there. And then this year, I approached our athletic director, Fred Anthony and Albert Torres, and I asked them, hey, can we borrow the complex? So we have 2 fields, we'll add some more teams, and less time out here, right? We have more games out here, less time, and so they agreed. They said, Coach, that's what it's up for. So we hadn't done it here just for the fact that it was grass, right? Because if it rained, right, we didn't want to mess with the field. So now that we have the turf here, it was perfect for us. So.
Talk about the impact and how do you think that translates, or how it does translate over here into football, to an actual game?
It's big, right? It's big. Some coaches like it, some coaches don't like it because there's no rush and not really reality. You don't always get the 4 seconds. But, at the end of the day, it's just practicing what you're going to do in the regular season, right? Your schemes, whatever it is, your passing schemes, your combinations, right? Your routes and all that good stuff, especially with the young team, right? Or young quarterbacks, young receivers to build that chemistry up. So I think it's huge to kind of create that. You see Burbank, man. Burbank won the 7-on-7 championship and the passing game that they have this year, right? So it helps and it transitions really well.
Let's talk about that. Talk about as that season's completed. We're in week 2 of district play here. How do you feel to kind of assess your team so far?
We've lost 3 in a row. Close ball games, all of them, I think, 10 or less. We started off with we played Blanco in Blanco, a tough one. We gave up a bunch of third downs on defense where we pin them, we get the ball back with great field position, and we gave that up. And so that's been our thing with our kids, especially with our defense, because we started out really well with our offense, right? So we're like talking to our defense, like, this is what we need to do, So we had that one, and then Randolph's a great team. Nothing to take away from them. Right. And they're still undefeated right now, so they're doing a great job over there. But it was another fought game, well-fought game. We lost by 8, and then against Jefferson, pounding ground. So with them knowing that, right, we knew that we had to take advantage on our offensive side, right. The stops that we did get from them, right, we had to turn it into points, that we didn't do that. We're never going to win a ball game if we have 150 yards or less. We're not going to win a ball game. That's why I told our offensive guys, we need to get more than that, to be productive and to be successful. So that's the goal, right? That's the goal today. To put more yards together on offensively and get more third down, 3 and outs on defense.
Anybody in particular that you see that's working a little extra harder? Some of the leaders that are helping you convey that message to the team of what it is that needs to get done?
Yeah, I think as a whole, right, it's hard to bring back the kids and kind of tell them, like, we're 3-0, I mean 0-3 the last 3 games, and to come back and this has to be that bounce back game, right? So that was the message to them. And I mean, Marquise Dixon, he's a great athlete, and his leadership has just evolved to the next level now. And any college out there that's looking for Marquise Dixon, man, he's an athlete. He's an athlete, and I mean, he's just getting better and better. It gives me chills just to say, but it's only his 4th season playing football. So he's still fresh, and no big injuries, so he's fresh out there. So Marquise is huge for us. Damon Graciano, number 12, our outside linebacker, inside linebacker when I have to use him, a DN, obviously a tight end on offense. But I mean, he's a great leader and motivating our kids, and that's the biggest thing, right? You would think our morale right now would be low because of our last 3 games, but it's super high, right? So that's the confidence that we try to build into our kids. And I tell them, like, at the end of the day, we're winners, guys. We're winners, and we got to display that tonight. So just got to make sure that we come out here and make tackles and convert on those 3rd downs. So.
All right, Coach. Well, we're happy to see you again. Like we said, first time on the schedule this year for us in RTR Sports. And as always, thanks for taking some time before the game. Good luck.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Coach Salas of the Lanier Vokes. We'll have some more Martinez and Associates pregame show when we come back.
The high school football game of the week gets set for another installment of the Peanut Butter Bowl. The Gucci Bowl comes to KCWX. The matchups, the battles, the rivalry. Intercepted, big play for that Brandeis B. And some room. He got a pick 6, 90 yards. Bubba Johnson's got a touchdown for Johnson. Jordan Clay, he caught that. 53-yard touchdown for Cole Pryor. Slant, touchdown.
Yep, same thing.
And we bring you back live to the SAISD Sports Complex. The coin toss, the pregame coin toss, the captains have met at midfield. The Highlands Owls won the coin toss, and they've elected to receive. The Lanier Vokes will kick off and defend the south goal. We're getting ready here at the SAISD Sports Complex to honor our flag and nation. The attendees here will do that, and we will do that along with them. It is the color guard from the Lanier High School JROTC that will present the colors tonight, and the Lanier Vokes Marching Band, of course, the home team band, will play the national anthem. While we get set for the flags to come onto the field, Bobby, what are we looking for tonight?
We're looking for one team, Coach, to come out with a win here in district. Both teams hungry, of course, to win, get a win here in district, and we would look to see how the Lanier Vokes are trying to put something together here. They feel like they could have won a couple of games. They're within 10 points. As you just heard Coach Salas talk about that in the pregame interview. So he feels that this team is ready to pick up their first win here. And of course, we talk about the hunger of Highlands, 0-5. There's lots positive to look at for the Highlands Owls. They're 0-1 in district, still early in the season, still plenty of time remaining to get that ship in the right direction.
7 teams in District 12 5A D2, made up of SAISD schools. YMLA, of course, we streamed them yesterday. We streamed them last night. They are competing in 3A, but there are 7 5A D2 schools in 12 5A D2, all of them from SAISD. So do the math. The 7 teams, you've got to be better than 3 of them to make the playoffs, to be in the top 4. Of course, you've got to be better than 3 of those teams. The Highlands Owls, the Lanier Vokes, still to get a skin on their wall, and they're hoping to do that tonight. as Bobby mentioned and as Coach Deas mentioned in our pregame interview, the Vokes have come up short a couple of times, come close, but come up short. Jefferson lost to Jefferson by 8 points, lost to Blanco in week 3 by 10 points, and gave Kingsville King a very good game. They were in that until the very end, and King pulled away 35-14. Coach Deas shares with us that the morale is still very high among the Vokes, even though they have struggled, or they struggled in that first game last week. The Jefferson Mustangs, of course, we've streamed them a couple of times. You've had an opportunity to watch them on RC Audio Sports too. And their ball control, they're just not going to give you that many opportunities. You know, a lot of ball control. They'll go for, Coach Cardenas will go for first down on 4th and short. And so you don't get that many opportunities to get the ball. You got to make the most of them.
Yeah, indeed. And let's talk about Highlands and their offense. They're led by now a sophomore quarterback, Jordan Ceballos, and he right now, just by his stats alone, looked like he'd just been put in pretty recent. He's completed 1 of 4, 8 yards and 2 interceptions. So he right now looks like he is at the helm of this team and getting them prepared for battle through the rest of this district. But we still have a couple minutes before the national anthem here, as the Highlands, or excuse me, it is the Lanier fight song happening right now. But again, it is Saturday night football, and one team will get their first district win this evening. We know that it is going to be a dogfight this evening, Coach.
It certainly will. The Highlands Owls, we watched them. I had an opportunity to watch them last Saturday night at the Rock Pile at Alamo Stadium against the Edison Golden Bears, a resurgent Edison Golden Bears, and the Golden Bears came out victorious in that game, 27-14. That was close all the way through. Highlands showed some glimpses of being able to move the ball better. Their defense really has kept them in games where they've been close. Really, the Highlands Owls have struggled to move the ball against the Edison Golden Bears. There were a couple of possessions where it looked like maybe Coach Landeros and the Highlands Owls had turned the corner on that, but just not enough to get that win against Edison. You know, we talk about the close losses for the Lanier Vokes. The Highlands Owls have had a couple of close ones back-to-back. 2 weeks ago against Floresville, lost 14-21, a very respectable Floresville team. And then last week lost to their district opponent, Edison, by a score of 13 points. But again, Edison scored a very late touchdown. That was a very close game all the way through.
And you know, Coach, we're seeing a big shift in this district alone with teams like Edison improving. You know, you had Jefferson turning the corner last year, just a couple, I think it was 1 game away from just making the playoffs last year. So the programs in this SAISD district all each taken huge leaps and steps, and it's only been, 2 years for Coach Landeros prior to this season for him coming out here too. So
Coach Landeros in his second year, Coach Manning at Brackenridge in his second year, Coach Mall at Burbank in his second year, South Day is here. I think this is year 3 for him. So a lot of new programs and new schemes, and as you say, there is there to an extent there may be a changing of the guard. I think Burbank is still expected to lead this district behind a very good offense and defense. They've got to be the favorites of anybody that is to win the district, anybody that's really a close observer. Burbank is probably at the top of the heap, but the next 6 teams, it's a fight for all of those places. And Jefferson, I think I've got my eye on Jefferson, and I think they're going to make a play. The Highlands Owls here at the SAISD Sports Complex coming out of their run-through, and they'll line up on their sideline. We were a little bit premature on the color guard and national anthem. Of course, we still had the alma maters to play. But again, Bobby, I've got my eye on Jefferson. I think that there's a very good chance that Jefferson moves up into the top 4. Edison had a big win last week. Keep your eye on them.
And they've had some non-district wins too. Is what kind of got me thinking, you know what? we've seen Edison struggle in the past for a couple of years, but looking at teams like an Edison, like Jefferson, that have been right there at the brink, making some moves. Lanier,
always in the mix, always in the mix, and you can't leave out Houston. Boy, they are.
You talk about Burbank, and I think Houston is right there.
I got to go with you on that in prognosticating here, but would expect Sam Houston to be in the mix very much. But it is very much an open. Very much an open path for. Most of the teams here in the league. I don't think that you can count any one of them out. Brack and Highlands is struggling just a little bit, but again, as we said last week, I saw some things that I really liked about Highlands. There were a couple of offensive possessions where they were able to stay on schedule and move the chains, and we'll see if they can carry that over to this week as well. Now the attendees here at the SAISD Sports Complex are on their feet to honor our flag and nation. The Lanier Volks Band will play the national anthem when the colors reach midfield. We're going to mic ourselves down, and we're going to mic up the PA and honor our flag and nation with those in attendance.
Cadet Major Leonardo Ortiz. Escorting the U.S. flag, Cadet Captain Elisa Russo. Escorting the Texas flag is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Raymond Leja. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
And kudos to the Highlands Owls Band for the national anthem as we observe the color guard leaving the field. And kudos to the Highlands Owls marching band for that rendition of the national anthem. Traditionally, it's the home team band that plays that. Looking over across, I don't see them here with us tonight. We are in the middle of marching competition season, so my guess would be that the Lanier Volks are out at a UIL competition, and they may or may not make it here tonight, but it was the Highlands Owls Band with a beautiful rendition of our national anthem. And we are getting ready to get started. Bobby Mendez is going to handle the play-by-play duties. I'm going to add color where I can. Cesar Mendez, always a great job at the tech table, and Reese Hernandez-Robinson is going to get the pictures for us. So a great RC Audio Sports team tonight for a great football game at a great venue on a great night. Bobby.
All right, Coach, appreciate that, and welcome everyone. Coach already with the intro on this beautiful SAISD Sports Complex. Kind of like our first home here. We're here every week, sometimes twice a week. We're always happy to be here and bring to you on our RC Audio Sports YouTube channel number 2. So the Highlands Owls preparing to return the kick. So they will have the football, trying to catch what Hector is saying on the PA as we're talking here.
Got your cheat notes going. Hector Ledesma handling the PA duties here at the complex, and the officials. I was about to apologize for getting this wrong, but the teams are getting flipped around. It is going to be the Highlands Owls that will receive the kickoff. The Lanier Vokes are going to kick off and defend the south goal here tonight, as we were informed at the pregame coin toss. So here we are, getting ready to get started. Lanier will kick off. Highlands will return it. And we are looking forward to a great.
Jose Luis Rodriguez Felix, the kicker, he's a senior. And the Highlands Owls will be ready to return this. The Owls sitting back at their own 10-yard line. And here we go. Nice high end over ender. Oh! Ball in the end zone. Let's see if he's going to run it out. He sure will. Coming out of the end zone, stumbling. Number 10, Devontae Riley. He's a freshman, and he'll get to the 1-yard line, maybe the 2.
The Highlands Owls will open up this possession after a little bit of a mental error there. The kick did not have to be brought out of the end zone, but a lot of times a returner will think that since he touched it and it went out, they've got to go back and retrieve it.
Well,
a freshman is going to make a mistake like that, and he'll be all the better for that mistake. Yeah, you live and you learn. So the Highlands Owls will take possession from their own 2-yard line. They could have started at the 25 had the Owls opted to touch that one back.
All right, we'll get the starting lineup for the offense here on this drive. Quarterback Jordan Ceballos, he is a sophomore. The Owls will keep it on the ground, trying to get as much room as they can away, but we'll start off with the penalty too, Coach.
We'll see who that will be called upon. That came from the pile. Give you the offensive lineup while the officials sort that out. An illegal substitution is the call, and a personal foul face mask against the Vokes. So that's going to that is going to be an automatic first down and give the Highlands Owls some cushion. Starting lineups at the offensive line: Joshua Hernandez is a guard. John Elizondo is a guard. Ryan Chavarria is the center. Ryan Bumpus a tackle. George Garcia is a tackle. Wide receivers: Josiah Carrillo, Christopher Dotson, Jovan Flemings. The tight end is Jason Balderas. Nathan Sancho, the running back, and as coach, as Bobby said, Jordan Ceballos quarterbacking.
Ceballos out of the shotgun, tosses it left side on the ground. Stopped. Good defensive play there by the right side for the defense.
Nathan Sancho, the ball carrier for the Highlands Owls, and he's a workhorse. You're going to see him get 20, 25 carries tonight. He leads the Highlands Owls in rushing yardage and receiving yardage. So Coach Landeros likes to call that number. Remember the name, Nathan Sancho, a big part of the Highland Owls offense.
Bringing up a 2nd down and 8 after that 2-yard Sancho gain. The ball spotted at the Highland 23. Out of the shotgun, the Owls keep it on the ground. Sancho gets across the 25. And let's get the defense now for the Lanier Vokes.
Lanier Vokes are going to start Devin Gomez at a defensive end, Jaden Flores at the nose, Noah Ceros at the defensive end. Linebackers are Jordan Perez, Jose Molina, Damian Graciano, and Nicholas Torres. Safety, Marquise Dixon. The other safety, Brian Sanchez. The corners for the Vokes are Aiden Sanchez and Jordan Garcia.
That was another 3-yard gain by the Owls. They've been keeping it to the far side of the area away from us. A whole shift, as not sure anyone was ready for that. The center snapping the ball, but flags on the play, so maybe some illegal procedure happening on the Owls.
Illegal procedure, Bobby, and it looked like that was going to be a swinging gate shift. Did you see it that way?
Well, I thought maybe a trick play was in store, maybe like kind of trying to confuse the defense. But I believe the Owls will call a time. Oh, Lanier wants to talk it over. Oh. Well, that's a timeout taken. Do you want to keep it right here, Coach, and just kind of settle in?
We'll keep it right here. We'll settle in. I think that was either a shift into a swinging gate or one of those penalties where everybody but the center, right? And the center just didn't get that ball snapped in time. So Coach Landero's a timeout, trying to get his offensive calm down. This is a third and makeable situation. They dodged a bullet with that personal foul that brought them out from their own 2-yard line. If they can manage a first down here, that would be good news for those following the Owls.
Ceballos out of the shotgun with 2 receivers to our near side. Sends a man in motion. Again, some movement. No flags. The pass is caught for a first down at the 35-yard line. Move the chains for the Owls.
Move the chains for the Owls, indeed. And number 22 for Highlands is Jason Balderas at the end of that Ceballos pass. And you talk about improvisation. Boy, that play didn't look like it was going anywhere. A little miscommunication in the backfield. Ceballos opened up to the wrong side. Drew some quick pressure, but he had the presence of mind to look downfield. He knew where his receiver was going to be. Balderas made the catch.
Well, from starting at their own 2-yard line, they've gotten plenty of room here. The ball now spotted at the Owl 37, this time from under center, across the 40, down to the 43-yard line. So the Island Owls making some progress here.
5 yards on a first down. Any coach would take that any way you could get it. A quarterback sneak, a double tight end, and a wing back. The split's very, very tight. And Ceballos takes a snap, and the surge is won by the Highlands Owls. So a big 5-yard gain on that first down.
Owls mixing it up as far as formations are concerned. They went under center. So Ceballos now out of the shotgun. Tosses it right side. Going lateral, now up the field. Nathan Sancho, but nothing there, maybe a yard. Flags are on the play, however.
Nathan Sancho, the ball carrier, marker.
Holding, the referee tells us, against the Owls, and that will be the first penalty that the Owls will fall victim to. Up to that point, they were on schedule, and just like I said last week, they showed a lot of signs of maybe turning the corner on that part of their offense. But a 10-yard penalty like that is going to knock you off balance just a little bit.
8:52, you got that on your screen here in this first quarter. This is the opening drive. We thank you for joining us here from the beautiful SAISD Sports Complex. And Lanier's defense with a big play, a sack in the backfield.
Nicholas Torres in the backfield quickly. Ceballos did not have an opportunity to hand that ball off. Nicholas untouched in the backfield. Was there about the same time that the shotgun snap got there. So this will bring a third and a bunch, and the Highlands Owls, who like to move the ball on the ground, this is a tough third and a lot is tough for a running team.
The play before lost 10 yards on the penalty, losing 9 on the sack here. So 3rd and 19 now for the Highlands Owls. The option, here comes Sancho. Good defensive effort by the defensive end here to our near side. That is number 9, Jordan Garcia, staying home on that play, Coach.
Jordan Garcia on the edge. He had contained there in the pitch. The perimeter blocker just not able to keep him off the play, and did a really good job that Jordan Garcia did. Playing the corner over here on this side, on the near side. Ceballos is out there in a punt formation, and the Vokes are going to get an opportunity to show their offense.
Back to receive now is Marquise Dixon. That punt will go out of bounds. No, it doesn't. It takes a Highlands roll. Here comes Dixon. He picks it up at the 11. He's going to try and outrun 8 Highlands Owls, and he does a great job to get out to the 25. Coach Saltez loves him some Marquise Dixon.
Marquise Dixon is an explosive football player. Anytime he touches the ball, he can take it to the house. And I felt like the Owls, when they saw the ball roll back behind Dixon, they might have let their guard fall just a little bit, thinking that it was going to roll dead. Marquise Dixon had another idea in mind, and boy, he came this close to breaking it.
Let's get that starting lineup for the Lanier Vokes, Coach, and then we'll get the defense for Highlands.
I'm gonna let you get this play, Bobby, and then right after this play, I'll come in with the offense.
Dylan Yamas at quarterback. He rolls over to the right side, looking right. Fired it short. Coach.
Offensive lineup for the Vogues. Left tackle is Josiah Escudero. Demetrius Juarez is the left guard. The center, Israel Luna. The right guard, Daniel Alvarado. The right tackle, Silvestre Perales. The wide receivers, Brian Sanchez, Aiden Sanchez, Marquise Dixon. The tight end is Damian Graciano. Jazavian Lloyd is the running back, and Dylan Yamas, the quarterback. And Bobby, as I read out that starting lineup, a lot of juniors and seniors here on the Lanier Vogue offense.
2nd down and 10 here. Is Yamas out of the shotgun. Yamas, the junior, as Coach just mentioned. Quick shot to the right side. Nice pass, caught in stride. Now at the sideline, cutting it up towards the middle of the field. Plenty of room, and gets dropped down at the 35-yard line. Move the chains for these.
Dixon, oh my gosh. Is he an explosive football player? Defensive lineup, Highlands Owls. Defensive end is Traven Harden. The nose, Adric Chencarini. And the tackle, Julian Villalba. Defensive end, Eric Miranda. Jose Villasan is a linebacker, along with Joe Angel Bustamante and Torres Caballero. Mylan Pope and Devontae Riley are safeties. Corners, Adam Garcia and Shamar Burrell.
Marquise Dixon with a 39-yard reception and some definite yards after the catch. And now it's a handoff up the middle for the running back. That's, check that. Is that Dylan running it himself?
I think that went to Jazavian Lloyd, Bobby, number 2, ended up with the ball at the end of that play. And enough yardage for a first down just outside the red zone. The Lanier Vogues will snap this one from the Highlands Owls 23.
Another large pickup there by the Lanier Vogues, and they are moving the football. There goes Lloyd. He goes left inside the 15, the 10, the 5, down to the 1-yard line, or he's brought down, but there's a flag on the play.
The umpire threw the flag. The umpire is the official that lines up around the linebackers. Usually when he throws a flag in that area, it will mean holding. So with the Lanier Vogues backtracking a little bit, you can expect this one will be against them. Holding indeed is the call. And that's going to move the line of scrimmage back another 10 yards.
That's going to be the Lanier Vogues' first penalty of the night. But what a great start for the Vogues offense so far, Coach.
Jazavian Lloyd, Marquise Dixon, Dylan Yamas, when called upon, 3 very explosive offensive players, and we've seen Dixon and Lloyd both do their thing already on this drive.
Let's see what they do here. The handoff to Lloyd, no problem. He'll get it inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
Lloyd is not the biggest running back in the district, but he is a punishing running back. You have got to get under his shoulder pads, because he will lower the boom if you try to tackle him standing straight up. You're going to pay for it, as Jazavian Lloyd will do his best not to be tackled by a single defender.
Well, he picked up 10 on that one, so they just need a few more. He'll get the ball right back, and same direction, positive yardage, down to the 10, the 9, still on his feet, as he is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Inside the 10-yard line, or the Lanier Vogues, there is the Highlands Owls are claiming that there's a fumble on the play, and they are pointing in their direction, but I don't see the officials agreeing with them. So that will be a first down, and it'll be a 1st and goal for the Lanier Vogues.
12-yard carry, so some 3 back-to-back first downs rushing the football for the Lanier Vogues. Fast-moving first drive here. Dixon, left side, gets the end around, and he will get into the end zone on an 8-yard touchdown run. Penalty marker.
Couple of flags here as Marquise Dixon turned the corner, and we see the linesman looking over to the referee indicating holding. So back-to-back holding calls. The Lanier Vogues are their own worst enemy here in the in the first drive. You know, Bob, I want to take you back to that Jazavian Lloyd. You said a 10-yard carry, and he was carrying more than just the football, wasn't he? He was carrying about 11 defenders on that, made contact. So a lot of lower body strength there for Jazavian Lloyd. Speed and lower body strength, that's a dangerous mix.
He was
for a running back.
The Birdman at that moment carrying some owls.
There you go.
So the ball now spotted. They'll call it the 13-yard line in Highlands Owl territory. Out of the shotgun, looking right. Now having to readjust, looking left, taking it himself. Nice block, but still, Dylan Llamas gets real close to the 1-yard line.
It's going to be marked just shy of the goal line, but what a play by Dylan Llamas as the pocket was closing in on him, and the Owls' right side contained kind of fell apart. Dylan Llamas read it, and he took advantage of that tuck and run, tackled inside the 1-yard line, the nose of the football on the goal line.
Here we go, goal line offense. Lloyd goes in the stretch, and he is in for the first score of tonight's ball game. The Lanier Vokes get into the end zone as Jazavian Lloyd with a 1-yard touchdown run.
The Vokes are running downhill. This offense, they were slowed down just a little bit by flags. The Vokes, their own worst enemy on this drive, but when they were able to play penalty-free, these guys are going downhill.
So the extra point attempt is good. So 7-0 our score here in the first quarter at 3:21. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor.
Hold it, go.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
We welcome you back to SAISD Sports Complex, where the Lanier Vokes draw first blood, Coach.
They draw first blood on a drive that started at their own 26-yard line, an 8-play drive culminated by a Lloyd touchdown just from 1 yard away. The drive started at 7 minutes, scored at 3:21, so about 3.5-minute drive there for the Lanier Vokes.
Impressive drive for Lanier as they were able to move the football. And all started really, Coach, with that Marquise Dixon punt return.
Exactly. The ball rolled inside the 10-yard line, maybe inside the 5-yard line, and Dixon brought it out to a respectable spot. And boy, the Lanier Vokes have got themselves a kicker. Jose Luis Rodriguez Felix has kicked his second kick into the end zone, and you've heard me say many times, Bobby, as a special teams coach, I would want nothing more. I'll take a kicker that can kick the ball through the end zone any day of the week. Of course, and
Coach, if I could do it all over again, I would focus myself on just being a kicker, because then you don't have to practice for 2.5 hours. You just got to get your kicks in, and you're done for the day.
All right, get your kicks in. I see what you did there.
Here come the Highlands Owls. They are ready now from their own 30-yard line. A little bit of motion, almost a high snap. Handled by Cavallos, and he'll get maybe 3 yards on that play.
It was it is a shotgun snap for Highlands, but the quarterback Cavallos is really a short 2 yards away from the center, and had a hard time handling that one.
So bringing up now 2nd down and 8, and we want to thank you for joining us here on our live stream. Feel free to let us know where you're watching from, anywhere in San Antonio and or around the world. Here comes Ceballos. He tosses it right side to Sancho. Sancho's having to improvise, and he'll go back the opposite way, and he'll be brought down at the 34-yard line.
Nathan Sancho changes directions here, and he may have gone a little bit further. Aiden Sanchez, a nice shoestring tackle on Sancho. This will bring up about a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
One receiver to our near side, a man in motion, and then everyone but the center moves, as we mentioned just about a few moments ago. So flags on the play, the penalty called against the Owls, so they will move back 5 yards and have to draw up another plan.
This is one of the things that Coach Landeros has spoken to us about in previous games, about how he feels like the Owls, we talk about the Vokes being their own worst enemy in that last drive. He feels like the Owls have been their own worst enemy all season long, and just really have not, have really struggled to put together 8, 9, 10-play drives.
So now 2 men in the back, no, excuse me, there's a man in the backfield. He'll go out in motion. That is Sancho. Ceballos sits in the pocket, fires deep in the middle of the field. The pass almost intercepted, but it was one-on-one coverage there.
Jordan Garcia, I believe, was the defender for the Lanier Vokes. A nice pass by Jordan Ceballos ended up being pretty much a 50-50 ball, and the Owls receiver was just as likely to come down with it as the Vokes defender. Neither one of them did. An incomplete pass, and the Owls will punt this one away.
Well, that's going to be a short punt, and it's going to take a Highlands bounce. Marquise Dixon says, okay, you can have that one. So still decent field position for Lanier as they will get the football at their own 41-yard line.
So the Vokes offense right back on the field after a 3-and-out by their defense. The Highlands Owls defense, we'll see how they are able to. It's still early in the game, but again, you'd like to give your defense a little bit more than a 3-and-out rest, and back on the field probably before their coordinator would have wanted them to be.
A 3 wide receiver set here for Lanier, 2 up top, 1 at the bottom. They opt to keep it on the ground, and this time the Highlands Owls defense all over that play. So no gain on that run.
No gain on the play, no gain on that play, Bobby. As you said, Lanier as well as Highlands, these are 2 teams that love to run the ball. So what you want to do defensively is you want to put them in positions where they will have to throw the ball. It's still 2nd and 10. That's not necessarily the situation here, but a good play by the Highlands Owls defense.
Out of the shotgun for Yamas. Keep the ball on the ground. Brought down by 2 defenders. Jazavian Lloyd, the back, gets to the 45-yard line, 5-yard pickup.
Jovan Fleming's in on the tackle again. Jesse Torres Caballero also assisting. So a 5-yard gain on the play makes it 3rd and medium. Your whole playbook is available to you here. It's a pass or run, and that's exactly what Coach Deas wants to have.
Jazavian Lloyd in the background, or in the back. He'll get the toss. Goes right side. Doesn't get enough for the first down, and he'll be brought down at the 40. We'll call it the 48.
48 is going to bring up a 4th and 2, Bob. And I'm watching here on the sidelines here. I don't see any substitutions. We've got a time out on the field. The Vokes have called it. The Owls are celebrating their defense. That's a good possession so far, but 4th and short, the Vokes may go for it.
You're watching SAISD High School football. We'll be back in just a moment.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light.
bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
It was not a timeout. It was the end of the fourth quarter. Didn't hear the horn go off. 4th and 2, the Volks are going for it.
Out of the shotgun, Lloyd gets the call. Defense prevails for the Owls. No gain, maybe a yard on that play there.
But still short of that line to gain, Bobby, by a good yard plus. So the Highlands Owls defense challenged on a 4th down attempt. We'll call this a 4 and out for the Highlands Owls defense. And as we mentioned before the game, the Owls defense has done a good job, and has done a good job of keeping the Owls in ball games. The unit that's struggling this year is on the field now, their offensive unit, but they've got great field position now at the first time they've been across the 50-yard line this evening, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this excellent field position.
You call it, Coach. They are in Volk field position. They come out with 2 wide receivers to the top and 2 to our near side, 1 back in the backfield. Dropping back, pass caught, flags, and might be coming right back. But again, penalties just kind of plaguing the Highlands Owls in this first half.
Having a tough time aligning and getting themselves in spots. The outside receiver here near us moved up to the line of scrimmage, and he was not able to get himself set for a full count before the snap was made. So that is going to be a false start against the Highlands Owls. That's a mistake that you don't want to make in front of the opponent's sideline, because you've got every coach on that sideline calling you out, and of course, right in front of the official as well. So that you're never going to get away with that one. So once again, a pre-snap error by the Owls is going to set them back, and not something that you want to do to an offense that is, when you're an offense that's struggling to move the ball like the Owls are.
So now they're starting from the 46-yard line. So here we go. 1st and 15. From now their own 46. The handoff up the middle. Defense doing a really good job of collapsing and helping.
Nathan Sancho takes the handoff, and when you have a running back that has to pause and pick a gap there behind the line of scrimmage, a good chance that play is not going to go very far. The Highlands Owls, I beg your pardon, the Lanier Volks defense is doing a very good job too. The Owls struggling to move the ball between tackles.
Well, they moved it just a few yards, 3 yards, the best thing for them, and it is not a loss. They run trips to the top of your screen here. Toss it right side, Sancho. Again, another penalty here. There's penalties after penalties.
The thing that just really makes you shake your head here is that these the majority of these penalties, Bobby, are pre-snap. It's just an inability to get lined up.
That's what it is, Coach. It's either moving the communication between quarterback or center, being set, being ready to go.
So 2nd and about 17 yards to go for the Highlands Owls. They enjoyed 1 play in Lanier Volk territory, but they're back in their own territory now for 2nd and long.
2nd and 17 to be exact here. Ceballos. And hold everything. Delay a game, so another penalty, Coach, against Highlands. So that's going to push them back another 5.
If you if you get back in your huddle, if you're between plays after a live ball tackle, you've got 40 seconds to snap. If it's a dead ball tackle like that one was, or a dead ball after a penalty, you only have 25 seconds. So, those 25 seconds go in a hurry.
Well, they hurry back to the offensive line, or the line of scrimmage, excuse me. Ceballos is running for his life, and he'll be brought down right back at the 39-yard line to the original line of scrimmage where this play began.
Ceballos back in the pocket, but he had a lot of company. The pocket collapsing pretty quickly on Ceballos, and really the Vokes defense did a good job of pressuring and holding contained. Ceballos had nowhere to run.
So 3rd and 22. Ceballos, a lot of work ahead of him. Here comes the blitz. Ceballos gets rid of the football as the blitz was coming from his left side. Felt that one and got rid of it.
A little bit of a rolling pocket there for Ceballos, trying to get him out of that the pressure that he's getting in the pocket. Looked like they were trying to set up a screen, and it may have gone. But as you said, Bobby, the blitz, the stunt here from the right side of the defensive line got to Ceballos before he was able to get a good release.
So now the Highlands Owls getting ready to punt the ball away. And as we saw last time, they did a good job of keeping the ball away from Dixon. And here we go, the ball will bounce. It is tipped and touched by Lanier, and Highlands will get it. And this time it was not Dixon back there. So Lanier turning the ball over, and Highlands with a new set of downs deep in Lanier territory.
Christopher Dotson was the return man that time, and he thought he had a clean bounce. I'm going to have to correct myself on that. That was Adam. That was.
I think it's number
Luis
8. Was it 8 or 6?
Number 3, Luis Gonzalez. I was thinking it was number 8 as well.
Okay, yeah, it's hard to see with those numbers. So now the Owls at their own 26 here at the 9-minute mark have the football again. They keep the ball on the ground, and no gain there.
The Owls again double tight with the wing, and to go with the quarterback sneak, keep it basic, and see what they can see if they can get themselves some positive yardage on first down.
So I believe they're able to pick up a yard.
Back to the line of scrimmage on the team. 2nd and 9, maybe a yard there.
Yes, about a yard.
25-yard line.
But really, it's about really taking advantage of these turnovers. Let's see if Highlands can get it together. Man goes in motion. Ceballos hands the ball up to Nathan Sancho. And Sancho will get maybe another yard there. So he gets inside the 25, down to the 24-yard line.
Highlands Owls offensive brain trust, keeping it basic here. You would expect this to have 4-down territory. Again, trying to call some plays that would decrease the opportunity for making a mistake. Keeping it basic between the tackles, still a 3rd and 8, but you would expect this to be 4-down territory.
Tight, trips tight to the right side here for Highlands. Ceballos on the quick toss. Sancho has a little room, gets a couple of yards, and just getting whatever they can get, Coach, on the outside there. They've been able to pick up a yard here, a yard there up the middle, but not much more on the outside.
And a yard here and a yard there means that you're staying on schedule. You're going positive. You're not creating some negative yards, but we're going to have a field goal attempt here, Bobby. This will be a 39-yard field goal attempt.
Jared Lopez to attempt the field goal, and it will be blocked. And the ball still on the ground, and Highlands will jump on top of it. And the ball will be at the Lanier 40-yard line. So Lanier able to dodge a bullet there.
In the 2nd quarter.
Boy, that wasn't just a block. That was a block and a send back. The tee was at the 29-yard line over there on the Vokes side, and it comes all the way over to the 39-yard line on the Highlands Owl side. That was a 30-yard net gain for the Lanier Vokes on that blocked field goal attempt.
So now we're the Lanier Vokes facing possibly giving up a touchdown, went to giving up a field goal attempt, to now having the football at the Highlands 40-yard line. Yamas, left side, flags on the play. He'll get dropped down as he crosses the 35.
Direct snap. Keeps around left.
Check that. That was a direct snap to Marquise Dixon.
Flag on the play.
Flags on the play. The official still conferring through their wireless mic system with his official teammates to see what that is. Offsides is the call against the Owls. The Owls lining up offside, so the Lanier Vokes will have the opportunity of taking the result of the play or the 5-yard penalty, and it looks like they will take the 5-yard penalty. So we'll replay first down. It'll be 1st and 5.
Even on the defensive side, penalties still plaguing the Highlands Owls. So now a 1st and 5 scenario here for Lanier. Out of the shotgun, right side, pass, quick pass, out of the pocket. It is complete, and that is Marquise Dixon with the catch.
A nice route by Marquise right here at the numbers, timing route, and Dylan Yamas just nails that to Marquise right on target through a strike. But the thing that the thing that's very helpful in throwing strikes from the quarterback position is not having pressure, and that was a clean pocket for Yamas that he got to throw from.
Good protection, quick release. Yamas up the middle on the handoff, gets over down to the 21-yard line. That was Jazavian Lloyd on the carry.
Jazavian Lloyd to carry. Julian Trevino.
So now that's going to bring up a 2nd down after that big 1st down on that catch for Marquise Dixon. 2nd down and 6. Ceballos, no, check that. That's Yamas looking left, firing deep. Just a little bit too much. And it looked like the receiver kind of slowed down just a tad bit. Had he not, I think he would have caught that, Coach.
He might have a wheel route and for the Vokes, and again, Yamas having the luxury of a very clean pocket. That's a very slow developing route there, and Dylan Yamas had the luxury of staying on his feet and looking downfield and trying to calibrate that pass just through that just a bit.
So that was an incomplete pass. That's going to bring up a 3rd down here for Lanier. Left side, Dixon on the direct snap. He's going nowhere, having to change directions. Highlands all over that one. Good defensive play. Way to come together, the defensive line there for the Highlands Owls.
And protecting the cutback, Marquise Dixon, again, one of those running backs that has the ability to improvise. And the Owls and their pursuit denied him any yardage. A tackle for a loss, a rare tackle for a loss here tonight for the Highlands Owls defense.
Yeah, 20-yard loss on that play. You don't really see Lanier and, if anyone, Dixon take that big of a loss.
Well, with 4th in the bunch here, the Lanier Vokes punting team is going to come out. You just don't want to take a shot here. They would rather try to pin the Owls deep in their own territory.
So the Owls will let that bounce, and that will take a Lanier roll, and that will give the Highlands Owls the ball inside the 5. They've started from further back, Coach. They've started from their own 2, but now they're going to start from what looks to be their own 3 or 4 yard line.
Bobby Rojas, the punter there, and was able to roll that one dead inside the 5 yard line, as you said, Bob. The last time the Owls had their backs to the wall like this, the Lanier Vokes kind of bailed them out a little bit with a personal foul. So I'm sure that the defensive brain trust for the Vokes is reminding them of that. Don't bail them out. Make them work their own way out of that spot.
And that was on the first drive, Coach. The first opening kickoff return starting at their own 2 yard line. They come out in a goal line formation and just trying to get enough room, but guess what? Another penalty.
A flag way down here. The officials having a conversation with the coaches, and I think this is going to be a sideline encroachment penalty. We'll see if this one is enforced or if it's just a warning. I think the first time that this penalty is called, it is just a warning. There's no consequence to it. But let the record show that the Vokes coaching staff has been warned.
Here comes a blitz from the right side, just missed. And Sancho gets across the 10, or right down to the 10, I should say, on a 5-yard carry.
Second time that the Lanier Vokes, second time the Lanier Vokes had that stunt from the right side here, and that's one defender that the Highlands Owls is not accounting for. He's disrupted several plays coming off of that right edge, and the Owls, they're going to have trouble with that unless they can account for him and assign somebody to that stunt.
2 plays, they've gotten 7 yards, so the ball now spotted at their own 10. Here comes Ceballos under pressure. The pocket is collapsing, and Ceballos will go down, and he'll lose some yards there. He'll lose 4 yards and get hit at the 6 and go down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, third and long like that, the Lanier Vokes defensive line just pinned their ears back, and again in the pocket just about the time that Ceballos received the snap. He did not have time to. He didn't have time to even look downfield and forget about checking down. He was not even able to find his first receiver before the Lanier Vokes defensive line was on him.
Jordan Ceballos, also the punter, gets that one off. And did that go out of bounds?
Inside the 20-yard line, Bobby. From here, it looks like the ball went out of bounds at about the 16, 17-yard line. So the Vokes will take possession here in the red zone right away. You think back to their last possession, they had the ball at the 40, and Coach Deas elected to punt instead of going for it, playing the field position game, trusting his defense, pinning the Owls deep, 3 and out, and a bad punt. And so that is about a 20-yard net gain for the Vokes on the exchange of possessions.
Well, here we go. Lanier has the football, and they've got 3 minutes and 20 seconds. They did kick off to start the game, so that means they will be receiving in the third quarter. So looking for one of those 2-for-1s, if you will. Llamas rolling right side. He'll keep it. Gets away from a couple of Highland Owls defenders, and he is finally brought down by Mylan Pope.
Mylan Pope did a great job on that tackle to slow play Llamas. He denied him, he denied him inside. He held his outside position and pretty much escorted Llamas out of bounds there. So no gain on the play.
No gain on the play, and the Lanier Vokes still with a couple more chances here and plenty of time on the clock. Under center, Llamas gets it over to his running back, and no one to stop him as he got into the end zone. That's number 3, Luis Gonzalez. No, Jazavian Lloyd, excuse me. On a 16-yard touchdown run.
Jazavian Lloyd takes the handoff. He got a couple of nice blocks here on the perimeter, and boy, once he had his sights on that end zone, there was nobody there between him.
And now for the extra point, Jose Luis Rodriguez Felix. No, it's going to be a bad snap. So the holder will be tackled and brought down. So the extra point attempt no good. However, still 6 points on the board for the Lanier Vokes. They lead 13-0. You are watching SAISD High School Football on RC Audio Sports.
New score with 2:33 remaining in the first.
Y'all gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
We welcome you back here to beautiful SAISD Sports Complex here on the campus of Burbank High School, and it was a 16-yard touchdown run by Lazavion Lloyd, got into the end zone. Took 2 plays. It was a 17-yard drive. It was a nice 2-play drive, Coach. I mean, what more can you say about that?
A 2-play drive for the Vokes. Again, I want to point out that Coach Day is playing the long game there when he punted from the Highlands Owls 40-yard line and trusted his defense to hold them and get the ball back, a fair catch. So there won't be any return here. That ball was fair caught at the 25, and if it was fair caught inside the 25, of course, it will come out to the 25. But again, I would like to point out that Coach Deas, maybe some people were watching the game and thinking, why punt from the 40-yard line? Why not go for it on fourth down there? But Coach Deas punted, put the Owls, pinned the Owls there back deep in their own territory, and the Vokes defense came through on a 3-and-out, and the punt came out just to the 20. Vokes were able to score from there.
Lloyd with his second touchdown of the evening. Here come the Owls. They're going to try to see if they can cut this lead in half before the break. Here comes that blitz again, right side. Nathan Sancho, he would have had nowhere to go either way, Coach, because both sides would have been contained.
Nicholas Torres coming off the right edge for the Lanier Vokes, and it looks like he's got the snap timed as well. We've got a timeout on the field. We're going to talk to you about Presidio Concrete here while the teams huddle up on their sidelines. Presidio Concrete in business since 2021 in 3 short years. Hector Gonzalez and Dre Gutierrez have made a huge mark on their industry. Both are very familiar with the south side of San Antonio, but in their business, we can do work across the greater San Antonio area. Very versatile. If you're a homeowner that needs to have a porch poured or a driveway poured, they can do that. They can self-contract one-on-one and do a job like that. But they are also very proud of some of the bigger jobs that they have completed in their 3 years. The Veterans Memorial Stadium in Judson ISD is one project. The gorilla enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo is another. So a small job, homeowner, if you're a big general contractor and you've won a bid that requires concrete work and a lot of concrete work and complicated concrete work, make sure that you've developed a relationship with Presidio Concrete. 210-784-7222.
Back to action here as the Highland Owls. Is there a new man at quarterback? I think that was Lloyd taking the snap, Coach. And the pass incomplete, but again, flags are on the play.
Romeo Garza is the other quarterback for the Highlands Owls, and Romeo and Jordan Ceballos, a little bit of a quarterback competition. Romeo had some playing time as a freshman. Jordan Ceballos came in and competed for the spot and has earned his time there. But both Romeo and Jordan have played in just about every Highlands Owls game so far.
Romeo Garza now in at quarterback. He'll drop back. He has time, actually. Now he's going to be rolling. Lofts it incomplete. He was looking for his receiver, number 22, Jason Balderas. So that should bring up from the 13.
Second down and 21, and mass substitutions here for the Highlands Owls. They're going to call a timeout and discuss it while they do that. Let me visit with you about Southside Real Estate Professionals. Southside Real Estate Professionals, the newest members of the RC Audio Sports sponsorship team. We welcome them, a group of women realtors who all graduated from SAISD and Harlandale ISD schools. These women desire to give back to their community by empowering the next generation. They do things like participate in career days and mentor high school students about the real estate business. They've helped raise money for toys and bikes during Christmas. And during Christmas time for children in the area, they support small businesses. And in their day jobs, they've renovated and invested in homes on the south side. They offer home buyer and down payment assistant classes and would love to guide you through your next purchase, whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, or even get approved for a mortgage. They're here to assist you. Southside Real Estate Professionals, 210-291-4002 is their number.
3rd and long now here for the Highlands Owls. Back from their own 13. Garza again having to roll out. Fires. No one nearby. Gets rid of the football.
He's outside of the tackle box, and all he's got to do there to not be called for grounding is to get the ball beyond the line of scrimmage. But 2 incomplete passes for the Highlands Owls and a timeout, and just about no time ran out. We're late in the half, 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go, so that's going to give Marquise Dixon and the Lanier Vokes another opportunity. The Vokes still with 2 of their timeouts remaining here, so plenty of time for
some movement. But there will be some flags, and that right side of the defense, coach, is pretty aggressive. We know they've been coming in on that outside blitz quite a bit this evening.
I get the sense that they get the sense that they're able to time the snap, and they
43 penalty marker on the play.
And the only thing that's going to do is push the Owls back another 5 yards. So, give Highlands an additional 5 yards.
Well, also the Owls have the option of taking the result of the play. And that was not a bad punt out there, outside the 40-yard line. And I'm assuming that penalty was on the Lanier Vokes. Is that what you're saying?
I saw some movement. I saw them get across the line. But, hey, yep, there goes. The penalty against Lanier.
So the Highlands Owls will take the result of the play, and there'll be 5 yards marked off at the end of that play. So they do get to take the penalty. They have the option there to take the penalty back at the line of scrimmage and re-kick. But with that outcome, a 5-yard penalty at the end of the play, I think that is the better.
Is that new?
That is
adding 5 to the end of the kick. I could be wrong, but I don't remember that. But still enough time here for Lanier to maybe get a little bit more separation as they will start in Highland territory at the Highlands 48-yard line.
Circling back around to your question, Bobby, it is a relatively new option in penalty assessment.
Here we go. Pass completed inside the 35, and signal of first down. So the Luis Gonzalez, the receiver, Lanier really wants to get in the end zone.
The clock will be stopped momentarily to move the chains, but the officials really do their best to get the chains in place and get the clock running again as it is now. Still 2 timeouts inside of 2 minutes for the Vokes.
17-yard completion for Lanier. Rolling right, pass, looking deep into the end zone. No, the pass is incomplete. Well defended, good throw as well. Just unable to connect with his receiver.
Dylan Yamas, he's got an arm on him. Coach Deus and the Vokes offensive coaches prefer that running game, and you're going to see the Vokes put the ball on the ground for most of their offensive attack. But Dylan Yamas, as he's demonstrated there and earlier on that wheel route, I mean, he can throw that vertical route.
So bringing up 2nd down, Yamas drops back, steps up, the pass incomplete. Looking for Marquise Dixon.
Big
and
target.
Why not?
Big target, Marquise Dixon, and he's looks like he's a little frustrated with himself. The ball did touch his hands, and judging by his body language, I think he thinks he should have held on to it.
Big 3rd down here, Coach, because as tough as it's been for Highlands, if they can make a stop here, they can stop a lot of bleeding. Here comes Yamas. Deep drop back. Rolls left. Fires. Pass. Easy money. as Haley would say. Touchdown, Lanier. Marquise Dixon, of course, the #1 target for the Lanier Vokes.
And it was Dylan Llamas who made that possible by extending the play, and he was flushed out of the pocket. He had to roll to his left. For a right-hander, that's a tough pass to make, but he felt pressure coming. He held his composure, looked downfield. Marquise was there, and why not give that a shot?
So now the Lanier Vokes are going to try to even up the scoreboard here after that last extra point attempt. They're going for 2, and they're not going to get it. A good defensive effort for the Highlands Owls, and they are up 19-0 after a 35-yard touchdown pass from Llamas to Marquise Dixon. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports.
You own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Back here to SAISD Sports Complex. Coach Robert Villafranca, I am Bobby Mendez, and we are excited, as always, to be here at home at SAISD Sports Complex. The Lanier Vokes have an early lead in this ball game, 19-0. It's been Lloyd with 2 touchdowns, Marquise Dixon getting his first touchdown, 1 or 2 extra points missed. And that last drive we thought would take us into the halftime break, but here we go again. The Highlands Owls will have another opportunity with the football with a minute and a half remaining.
The Vokes going to the air game, a couple of incomplete passes, kept the clock really from ticking off. And an onside kick here near the end of the half. The Highlands Owls alert to that. And big number 6, Jesse Torres Caballero, is going to field that and get the ball in the hands of the Highlands Owls offense right around midfield.
Well, a minute and a half. It's been a tough ride for this Highlands Owls offensive unit. Even when things were going pretty good, there have been a couple of times where they've shot themselves in the foot, and maybe offsides, maybe, of a false start, illegal procedure. There's just been a lot of little things that Highlands has not been just yet to put together.
Not to take anything away from the Lanier Vokes defense. They're doing an excellent job here tonight, but it really has been the Owls that have stopped themselves with the pre-snap penalties. We've yet to see a string of 7 or 8 plays consecutively executed well.
Well, they now have the football. They've had better field position. Just a few possessions ago, they started at their own, at Lanier's 26, but now, and then that resulted, they were for a field goal attempt. And that one did not plan out the way they wanted it to be.
Did not end well for the Owls.
So a sack will be taken as, is that number 2?
That was Romeo Garza still quarterbacking for the Highlands Owls.
Okay.
Romeo Garza, again, he played a bunch. He was the starting quarterback as a freshman. Jordan Ceballos has competed for that quarterback spot for the Owls, and he started the game tonight. Romeo Garza getting some snaps here as we move towards halftime. But again, that was a stop and go route there, a shoulder fake for the Owls, and you're just not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to run that play if you can't keep the defense out of your pass pocket. And Romeo Garza or Jordan Ceballos, neither one of them has really had the luxury of much time in the pocket. You've obviously found RC Audio Sports 2. We stream all games here from the SAISD Sports Complex. While you're here, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you're notified every time we go live.
Now back in at quarterback, Ceballos, and he'll deliver a pass. So the pass is completed by Ceballos.
Nice, a well thrown pass there. There was a little bit shorter of a route. Gives the defense less time to get back into the pocket. Ceballos is able to connect that one.
Ceballos out of the shotgun, tosses it right side. Sancho running hard, gets down to the 41. So that was a 12-yard gain on the prior play, and then picking up 4 plays there. So a timeout will be taken. We'll take it with them. You're watching SAISD High School Football on RC Audio Sports. Make sure you stick with us here through halftime as we will give the opportunity for the, well, I think we only have Highlands Band here this evening, so the Highlands Owls Band will perform, so make sure you keep it right here through halftime. So now the Highlands Owls here trying to get on the scoreboard before the break. Big 4th down, 4th and 3. Out of the shotgun, Ceballos in on the option, dangerous option there. The ball is live, and looks like Lanier might have jumped on it. It was 4th down either way, so there was going to be a turnover on downs, but dangerous nonetheless when you do something like that.
A toss back, the Highlands Owls treated that as an incomplete pass and just left the ball on the turf, but that's a live ball if you toss that back, if you toss that ball laterally or backwards, and the Lanier Volks almost picked that up.
What do you think, Coach? You think Lanier wants to put another touchdown in before the half?
I'd assume that by their timeouts that they called while the Owls had possession here. So South Ayers wants one more shot, and you know, Dylan Yamas has warmed up his arm just a bit. I would expect a couple of shots, a couple of vertical shots here as we head to halftime.
Well, here we go. They have 2 receivers to our near side. Put Dixon in motion. Yamas rolls over to the right side, looking downfield, firing. The pass is caught and out of bounds to stop the clock. So Luis Gonzalez does a smart thing, runs out of bounds, stops the clock.
Coach Theus does a smart thing of calling that route on the sideline, and an easy path for Luis Gonzalez to get out. The Owls still have one timeout. No, I beg your pardon. They are out of timeout, so they're going to have to use the sideline to help them out.
10 seconds to get 19 yards. Here they go. Yamas firing down the middle of the field. The pass is incomplete. That will stop the clock as we get here to 26 seconds remaining in this first half.
Without timeouts, the Volks really can't get the ball in the middle of the field. So expect these shots to be deep and into the end zone or along the sideline. Something in the middle of the field that does not get to the end zone would be a dangerous pass for the Volks.
Dylan Yamas out of the shotgun. Does a little 360 as he caught it. The ball in the air, and it is caught by the Lanier Volks receiver number. Oh no, there's a flag on the play. You can hear the boos from the crowd, but that was Luis Gonzalez making that catch. So it's going to be a holding call against Lanier. So that's going to move the move the ball back 10 yards. Still 19 seconds up on the clock, as you can see.
And 3 opportunities with the second down, still not out of Dylan Yamas's range.
Yamas, another flag. I think we're getting really close to the maximum number of flags I've seen in any one game.
False start against the Lanier Volks. I was going to ask you, what is the maximum number of flags? I didn't know we had that limit. But if there is one, I think we're getting closer. Yeah.
It's the maximum allowed.
Well, I think it's a fresh slate in the second half anyway. So.
All right, we'll restart the count. Yamas looking left, but having to run. Spins, and he'll go down at the 36-yard line. That will keep the clock running, and that should do it. Unless they run a quick play to spike it, which I don't think they have enough time to do so. And that will do it for the end of the first half of play. Lots of penalties, few touchdowns, exciting plays. But we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to take it down to the field to get that mighty Owls Highlands band going. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports.
Let's get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor.
Go.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
Ready! Set! Go! It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
Shout out to all you sports fans. This is Desi Martinez with Martinez and Associates, and I'm proud to announce that along with RC Audio Sports, we're starting the coveted Athlete of the Week program. Those athletes are going to be voted on by you. And guess what? Every voter gets a chance to win a $50 gift card from Martinez and Associates simply by entering a valid email address. It's important to note that every Athlete of the Week winner is automatically entered into the Martinez and Associates Athlete of the Year contest, the winner of which is going to receive a cash donation for their school's athletic department. So if you want to vote for your favorite Athlete of the Week, go to martinez-law.com, martinez-law.com, and vote for your favorite athletes.
Hard work, school spirit along with team, squad team officers. Pep Squad Member of the Week, Emery Cardona. Cheerleader of the Week, Soraya Estrada. The dance team is under the direction of Ms. Haley Smith, and the cheerleaders are under the direction of Mr. Joey Ramirez. Director of Pep Squad is Angelica Zapata. Our 2024-2025 Pep Squad captain is Ms. Kayla Molina. The dance team officer, social chair, Miriam Salazar. Co-captain, Absady Aguillon. The cheer social officer is Christopher Castro. The cheer captain, co-captains are Alexis Sanchez and Lanani Diaz. Our cheer captain is D'Angel Vallejo. The Blue Jackets and both mini dancers will now dance and perform to That's What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. A round of applause for the present and future vote dancers. The Vote Cheer would like to announce their Mini Vote Cheer Clinic 2024, sponsored by the LHS Cheer Booster. The event will be October the 11th. Practices are October 10th, 8th to the 10th, at 4:30 to 6:30 the Lanier Dance Studio. For more information, please see Coach Martinez, Coach Smith, or Coach Zapata. We'd like to thank everybody for your attention. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, that our assistant principal over the Fine Arts is Margarita Cifuentes. The principal of Lanier High School is Dr. Rick Flores. The school board member is Stephanie Torres. Our superintendent is Dr. Jaime Aquino. We thank you for your attention. And remember, votes never say die.
The office is the office.
And now, under the direction of Mrs. Gina Dominance, introducing the award-winning Highlands Tide Peppers, continuing the tradition and performing with pride to the song Funky Town with a special performance from our very own pep squad.
shorts on.
Pet Squad is under the direction of Catalina Presents Alicia. Per captain is sophomore Julia Matthews. Pet co-captain is sophomore Annabelle Sanchez. Pepper of the week is freshman Savannah Ortiz. Cheer is under the direction of Jasmine Castaneda. Cheer captain is senior Candace Smith. Cheerleader of the week is junior Jocelyn Munoz. Dancer of the week is junior Angelis Mercado. Our 2024-2025 High Steppers social officers are junior Alicia Urete and senior Dinah Calderon. Our 2024-2025 High Step dance officers are Lieutenant Colonel Senior Sarah Dominguez and Colonel Senior Maya Lopez. And now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show!
What is Braylon doing? Man, what is this Disneyland? June LeBron. Ready? Nightmare. Where? Leo. That's supposed to be a nightmare? Leo. Take that down. So, what is this? Bedtime story. Oh my god, okay, take this down now. Dolphin and a unicorn. What the hell's a dolphin gonna do in the sky? A unicorn can float.
Just say something about nightmares.
They're trying to say it, but we're not scared. They said all dreams come true. They never mention that nightmares are true. Man, who's losing 19-0? Who the hell's losing 19-0?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now presenting the pride of the southeast side, the Mighty Owl Marching Band. The band is under the direction of David Torch, Eddie Lozano, Ronald Burton. Percussion techs are David Gonzalez and Aaron Gonzalez. The band is led by drum major Ben Mendez. Tonight, the band will be performing a portion of our 2024 UIL show entitled Dream Mare. Our show this year will tell a story of how dreams can transform into nightmares. Songs featured for tonight's show are Kaleidoscope of Mathematics from a Beautiful Mind and Pure Imagination, Bring Me to Life and Mad World. Soloists for tonight are Crystalline Lopez, Destiny Bearless, Leo Garcia, Ben Mendez, and Gio Moreno. Sit back and enjoy the Mighty Owl Band as they perform their UIL show, Dream Mare!
Now it's time to go to sleep.
or something like that. He might call it. I think I could that.
Promise that dreams can come true, but forgot to mention that nightmares are dreams too.
Band member of the week goes to Andrew. Great job. Section of the week goes to the clarinet's outstanding job. We'd like to thank our principal, Dr. Penny Pruitt, and her admin team, Mrs. Jordan, Mrs. Muir, Mr. De La Pena, Mr. Willard, Mrs. Santana, for your unconditional support. Thank you to our coaches, teachers, custodians, and staff for your continued support. We would also like to thank our band boosters and alumni for their support and dedication to the band.
That is going to wrap up the halftime entertainment. That was the Highlands Owls band. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it will be time for second half action. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports. Welcome you back here to San Antonio ISD Sports Complex. Coach, you got any numbers for us?
We've got a few stats here from the first half. Thank you to Jerry Martinez who keeps stats for the San Antonio Express News, sharing his work with us. The Highlands Owls as a team, 2 completions on 9 attempts, passing for 24 yards in the air. For the Lanier Vokes, it's a Jazavian Lloyd who has handled much of the running duties, 10 carries for 52 yards in 1/2. Dylan Yamas, the quarterback, 6 of 14 for 123 yards in the first half. And there you have it, some quick stats for us as we get ready to bring out the Lanier Vokes and the Highlands Owls here for the second half. The Lanier Vokes, I beg your pardon, 19-0 lead here after a couple of quarters. And we'll get the ball to start off the first half. So Highlands Owls trailing by 19 are going to have to kick the ball away to the Lanier Vokes and do their best to hold them.
And it's been a very difficult time for that defense to hold that Lanier Voke offense led by their quarterback, Dylan Yamas. And then, of course, Marquise Dixon and Jazavion Lloyd. What a trio for a team.
You know, Coach Deas very high on those 3 names that you just called out, Bobby. But Marquise Dixon is a kid who's really only played football for 4 years as a freshman. Coach Deas spotted him in the hallway and asked him why he didn't play football. And the answer was basically, nobody's asked me. So Coach Deas says, well, I'm asking you. And he came out and has done some great things for the Lanier Vokes in those 4 years. And if you were watching our stream at the onset here, we visited with Coach Deas, and boy, he just spoke so highly of Marquise and Jazavian Lloyd and Dylan Yamas all. So Coach Deas in his third year as a head coach for the Lanier Vokes.
And you talked about. We talked about this many times off the air too, especially about Coach Deas and how it is a great time to visit with him before each game, and the kind of energy that he brings and his experience and being from the community and going to Lanier, being able to be the head coach at Lanier is a good thing for the community.
Yes, indeed. He's wearing that blue crew shirt there, but I think he bleeds blue as well.
But you talk about programs in this city. Very few jobs are where they've had very few head coaches in the past. I would say 30, 40 years. Right. Coach Gatton for the Lanier Vokes. For many years, and then Coach Deas after that. Here comes the return kick. After the first kick went out of bounds, and of course, there was a re-kick, and now this kick will put the Lanier Vokes at their own 46.
Coach Gatton, the Lanier head coach for 30-some-odd years before he retired, and the last time I saw Coach Gatton was at Mission del Lago. He was having a good time, looked very relaxed, and so very happy for Coach Gatton, and well-deserved retirement, and may his golf game get better every time he steps out there.
Well, here we go, back to action. The first play of the third quarter happening from the 46. Left side, some speed, Dixon down across into Highlands territory at the 46-yard line.
The Lanier Vokes going with a little bit of a wildcat there, a direct snap to Marquise Dixon, and a nice gain across the 50-yard line. Hector Ledesma handling the PA duties here at SAISD Sports Complex tonight. And as you heard him say, a pickup of 8 yards on the play.
He's our third member of the broadcast. 2 receivers to our near side, 1 to the top side. Keeping it on the ground, but guess what? They still haven't gotten over those flags in the first half, so they're bringing them into the second half. But the ball on the ground, but again, flags on the play.
Of course, Hector Ledesma, the voice of KCWX TV, play-by-play.
Well, he's doing double duty because he just got back from the Gucci Bowl.
Is that why he has that purse?
His purse?
Does he have a Gucci purse?
Yes, that's why he's wearing his Gucci sandals as
Gucci
well.
Sandals. Okay, there you go. I'm not familiar with the Gucci brand. All I know about is the purse, Bobby.
Okay.
They've got sandals. I have to look into them.
44-yard line is where they have it marked now. It's 2nd and 12 for Lanier. Yamas trying to get it to his athletic receiver. Pass is incomplete. Coach, you have to lower the crowd mic for the boo crowd every time. They just didn't like the play. It's a simple boo.
Well, if you miss the flag, the boo will certainly alert you to it. We've got the boo chant going
it's
on up here.
Halloween. It's the boo season.
There you go. It's boo season. Well,
incomplete pass.
The Lanier Vokes, the blue and white.
There you go. Blue and pink.
Okay, blue. It's October as well, right?
Yeah.
So pink out many teams and programs are around the area marking October with pink out.
Well, here we go. A 3rd and 12 situation. The Vokes trying to figure it out. Pressure for Yamas. Yamas may go down. Yamas goes down. Big stop by the Highlands Owls. Number 35 on the sack there for the Owls.
Marcus Trevino wearing that jersey number. So a big loss on the play there. The best, that was the biggest tackle for loss that the Highlands Owls have had yet tonight. And that's going to set up a 4th and 2 mini. And the punt team is out on the field. For the Highlands Owls, number 10, we haven't seen him much. Devontae Riley, the freshman, is back to return this punt. He is a talented returner if he can get his hands on a punt.
All right, that's a beautiful high punt. He's going to call a fair catch, and it'll be down at the 34-yard line. Now let's see if this momentum from this defensive stop, this quarterback sack, and some pretty decent field position for the Highlands Owls can get things going in the second half.
Well, a 3 and out, and again, case in point, where the Highlands Owls defense has done some good things in the first 5 games of the season.
All right.
Double tie, double wing. We've seen the quarterback sneak from that formation a couple of times before, and we see the quarterback sneak again, just trying to get some positive yardage on first down, set up something doable with 2nd and 3rd down coming up. This time the Lanier Vokes are ready for that surge and put up a little better fight, a gain of perhaps a yard on the play.
So 2nd down and 9 here for Highlands. Again, they're trailing 19 points. They've had a couple of opportunities in the first half. They did try a field goal. That was blocked. Resulted in a touchdown for Lanier at some point on the next series for Lanier. But again, the flags are on the play.
False start against the Highland Owls, and the fans here by our crowd might like that call. So the officials get some applause here from the Lanier Voke faithful. So you can mark that down. You get the all right and applause. That's a penalty against Highlands, and the boos are penalties against Lanier.
So now it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 14 for Highlands. Back in at quarterback is Jordan Ceballos. He'll send a man in motion, but a timeout will be taken, and it is not a penalty. But we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have some more action for you. You're watching SAISD High School Football on RC Audio Sports.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go.
Go, Victor. Hold it, go.
Y'all gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we're back in action here. Ceballos trying to make up some yardage here. Out of the shotgun. Stepping up, throwing deep along the right side. The pass intercepted. Still on his feet, unable to be brought down. Lanier defense coming up huge. Couldn't tell if that was number 5 or number 3 that came down with it. One of those.
Number 3, Luis Gonzalez, we're going to give him credit for that. The Highlands Owls, number 5. And the Lanier Vokes will take possession.
So Lanier defense coming right back and creating the turnover. New set of downs here for Lanier from their own 38. Llamas will keep it on the ground, and he'll break it. Line of scrimmage has plenty of room across the 50. He'll beat a man on the 30. He will get there. That is Xavion Lloyd. Xavion Lloyd with a tremendous run, a great burst of speed as soon as he hit the line of scrimmage, and a huge first down for the Vokes.
Xavion Lloyd, great breakaway speed he has, but he also has an ability to change directions and keeping his shoulders square to the field. That's a hard running back to bring down.
Huge pickup for Lanier. He'll get it right back. Up the middle. Down to the 10. Inside. There's flags on the play, and there are some boos.
That's, I think the boos might be premature. We'll see who that penalty is on.
Coach, they're just programmed. They see a flag, no matter what, there's going to be a boo.
Personal foul, face mask against, well, they'll approve of this. It's
Yeah.
against the Highlands Owls. So the boo bird's just a little bit premature.
You know
on
what that is, Coach?
What is
It's
that?
the boos being effective.
They're being they changed the call.
Yes.
The officials decided, oh, I've heard all those boos. I'm going to call it against Highlands.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
You
we'll
got
go with that one,
to
Bob.
you gotta think with like a fan here.
Okay.
They keep it on the ground. Inside. Not much doing there. And that was Lloyd again.
Lloyd is a very effective running back. One of those, he is a running back that could evade a tackle in a telephone booth. You see all those defenders around him, and somehow he's able to, navigate the course and still get positive yards.
He's only a junior, folks, so he'll stick around for a little while. Longer, I should say. Stretching out, trying to get some more yardage. But he will be dropped down. That is Lloyd again.
As I go down the Lanier Vokes roster, Bobby, I just see a couple, 3, 4, 7 sophomores in the whole group, really made up of a bunch of juniors and seniors, and that's an indication that the pipeline is doing what it needs to do. Sophomores being allowed to play JV and held back and developed, and
getting that experience they need. Left side, and it looks like the ball's on the ground, and the Highlands Owls thinks they have it. Haven't seen an official make the determination. There it is. Highlands with a huge defensive stop here. They caused the fumble, and now they'll have the football, but it's going to be all up to this offense to see if they can make something happen here.
Trouble with the snap. I think that Yama's had a little trouble handling the snap there, and the ball was on the turf, but credit to the front four for pressing and pushing and hustling all the way through, and they were there. Of course, if you don't hustle on a play like that, the quarterback almost has an opportunity to recover his own fumble. But if you have some defensive pressure, well, that's where the offense makes mistakes.
So remember that last defensive shot for the Highlands Owls on a big sack on 4th down, and there's a pass play right here to the left side.
Quick swing pass to Josiah Carriollo, and
Luis Gonzalez there for the stop on the
tackled quickly by Luis Gonzalez, but a little bit of a risky play there with your back to the wall, and tackle for a loss. Oh boy, a 5-yard loss on the play. The Highlands Owls trying to get a player back out there in space, getting a matchup one-on-one.
So now Highlands back at their own 5, out of the shotgun. More movement. Hopefully it was a timeout. No, delay of the game here called against Highlands. So that's going to be half the distance to the goal line.
Following the delay of game penalty, ball now at the 2-yard line.
More movement, more flags after a delay of the game. So that is 3 penalties back to back to back. So the ball now at the 1-yard line. So now brings up, I believe it's 2nd and 17. Just, did he get out? He barely got out.
Forward progress took him outside the end zone. He was driven back into it, but I think the forward progress. I think he had the ball outside of the end zone at about the 1-yard line where the officials are marking it. So 3rd and about 18-yard line, still playing out of their own end zone, and the Lanier Vokes defense smelling blood.
Oh boy, you know Lanier wants to get that safety. That would make up for those 2. They went from boos to ahs when the flags are here. But if they were to get the the boos
and they're back. Yeah. I think that the Lanier faithful as well as the Lanier defense were smelling blood there and hoping for a safety. It'll be a little bit tougher now with the line of scrimmage at the 6.
All right, so just a little bit more room, and here we go. Ceballos, no, that's Garza. Pass short, incomplete. Romero Garza back in at quarterback for the Highlands Owls. It's going to bring up a 4th down here, 4th and 13. So, Coach, one of the things is obviously very dangerous, and, sometimes we take it for granted with a lot of teams, but, when you're struggling, it's hard, and that snap is very, very important.
Very important. They've had some trouble with the deep snap prior to this. Again, the punter's got to go down and almost gets it blocked. He gets it away, and a generous roll was going to push it out beyond the 35-yard line.
But there's a flag.
But there is a flag. I'm going to listen for the boos or the yays here. Let's see who that is going to go against. Gregory Tracy, thank you for joining us here on RC Audio Sports 2. Gregory Tracy, of course, one of the voices for Luling High School, and they were here in town not very long ago. I believe Luling was playing Burbank at the time, if memory serves. But thank you for joining us here at RC Audio Sports 2, Gregory, and we wish you well with your Luling streams.
Both will have it 1st and 10 at the Highlands 39.
Just let her know that they can hear us. Yeah, just a conversation. You don't have to keep it down. Just so you can hear the conversation. All right, so we're all settled here after the punt. Looking for a one-play drive, and pass is incomplete.
Great cover. Jovan Flemings again. He's had another good cover on a previous play, but really nice cover on that streak right down the sideline and able to break that up. The Lanier Vokes still striking.
They've got some really good field position here. Already in Highlands territory. So now out of the shotgun, Yamas hands it up, and Lloyd will get the carry. He fought really hard for those yards. He got across the 35 up to the 34-yard line. 5-yard carry.
Jesse Torres Caballero, the first Highlands Owls on the scene, making first contact. I would expect this to be I'd expect this to be 4-down territory for the Vokes, but third and manageable nonetheless.
Here's a 3rd down play. It's on the ground. Nice surge there by the Lanier Vogue defense, and that's going to be a 1st down and some for Lanier.
The Vokes offensive line, they're doing a great job of staying with it, and Xavier Lloyd just following the wake of that blocking. Lloyd will get credit for the yards, but boy, give credit to the offensive line for presenting them.
Great surge. Yeah, that was a 9-yard carry by Lloyd. 2 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to our near side. Man in motion. He'll get the handoff on the jet sweep near a 1st down. I'm not sure where they will spot it, but I think he stepped out of bounds just shy of the 1st down marker.
Down marker flashing 2, so a little bit shy of the line to gain. But the Lanier Vokes inside in the red zone now again for 5th time tonight.
5th play of the drive so far here for the Lanier Vokes. Lloyd gets the carry. He runs into a little bit of traffic. This time the defense doesn't allow any yardage. Maybe a loss of a yard. Oh, no, they'll give him a yard. They'll give him a yard, so he'll get to the 16.
Xavier Lloyd, again, not the biggest back in the district, but, man, is he tough. He stayed on his feet after all that contact. I'm going to just make a wild guess out here, Bobby. I bet he spends a little time in the squat rack.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I was putting my team together, he'd be certainly on my list of draft picks.
Uh-oh.
Ball on the ground, ball on the ground. Highlands will get another fumble recovery. Another fumble recovery just when they needed the most. Their defense got another fumble just a series before.
Just a series before, the Lanier Vokes have made 2 incursions in the into the red zone, and the Highlands Owls have come up big with their defense with back-to-back fumble recoveries.
Now the issue here, Coach, is can Highlands put together a drive and not have any kind of mistakes here? So they're sending, we haven't seen this formation yet, 4 receivers to the right side as Ceballos drops back, fires long, and the pass almost intercepted, throwing into what looked to be almost double coverage there.
So the Highlands Owls going to the air game themselves, just unable to establish any kind of drive on the ground. So on 1st and 10, Coach Landeros and the offensive staff there to go to the air, get something vertical, try to get something vertical.
All right, 2nd down now for Highlands. Back at their own 21. Jordan Ceballos tosses it right side. Ball's on the ground, and Sancho able to jump right on top of it. So nonetheless, that's going to be a loss of yards there, and that's going to push them back to about the 14-yard line. We'll call it the 13.
Following the loss of 8, 3rd and 18 from the 13-yard line.
See what Highland draws up here. Sancho gets the carry. No, it's Ceballos. He'll keep it himself, and he'll get brought down for a yard loss.
So after their second fumble recovery in the red zone, the Highlands Owls second to 3 and out, and they're going to have to punt this. They're going to have to punt this one away. Marquise Dixon again hoping to get an opportunity to return a kick. The Owls have done a good job of. The Owls have done a good job of kicking the ball away from him. But you've seen already a couple of instances of how explosive Marquise Dixon can be.
Uh-oh. Dixon drops it, picks it up. Right side from the 40 to 35, and he'll stumble and get down to around the 31. But, Coach, how about that field position for the Lanier Vokes?
Well, it's, you know, this reminds me of soccer games that I've watched, soccer matches that I've watched where the ball stays on one end of the field, and it's just, you know, it's just impossible to keep them out of the goal for, you know, for the whole entire game if the ball's on one side of the field.
Well, I'll tell you, as a non-soccer fan, that is why I'm a non-soccer fan, because sometimes it gets so tough, right? You're watching it, and you're just, can't even get to the other side.
Well, sometimes you have a team that's very dominating that way, and yeah, the ball will stay on one end of the field.
So from the 31, here comes Lanier after 2 back-to-back fumbles, still on his feet. Down to the 29.
You've found RC Audio Sports 2 on YouTube here. While you're here, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time we go live. Our sister station, RC Audio Sports, we remind you that next Tuesday we are going to stream South San and McCullum, a big volleyball game in 28-5A. And we've got a timeout on the field. I'd like to visit with you about Presidio Concrete. Caesar, if you put that up. Presidio Concrete in business since 2021. Owners Hector Gonzalez and Dre Gutierrez. Boy, have they put a mark on that industry in this area in those 3 short years. If you've got a project that needs to be done on your residence, if you're a homeowner that needs a porch poured, a driveway poured, the number you call is 210-784-7222. Presidio Concrete is prepared to contract with you one-on-one and get those jobs done for you. If you're a big general contractor that bids on huge jobs that have an aspect of concrete in them, make sure you've developed a relationship with Presidio Concrete and that they know that you need some subcontracting bids. They've taken care of the concrete work at Veterans Memorial. They've taken care of the work at the gorilla enclosure, the zoo. Presidio Concrete. Glad to have them on board.
On the ground, and not much doing there for Jazavian Lloyd as he gets to the 26-yard line.
Jazavian takes up 2, brings up 3rd and 5.
But we really appreciate as well, Coach, as we were talking about Gregory Tracy joining the chat. Thank you for putting that on the chat. We welcome anyone else to let us know where you are watching from. We'll be happy to interact with you during the game. We'll be back in just a moment. It's about ready for the final quarter. You're watching SAISD High School Football on RC Audio Sports.
And we welcome you back to a beautiful SAISD Sports Complex. While you're here, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We like to, during our breaks, of course, we share with you our sponsors. We would not be able to do what we do without their support. So thank you from RC Audio Sports to all of the sponsors that you see on our stream here tonight. If you have a reason to do business with them, we would appreciate you telling them that you heard about them on RC Audio Sports.
Or if you would like to do business with us, give us a call.
That too.
All right, here come the Vokes. Rolling right side. Pass is caught inside the 15. Yamas with the connection.
Dylan Yamas completes the marquee section for the Lanier Volks first down.
So the Lanier Vokes in the red zone again for the third consecutive possession. The last two, the Highlands Owls were able to come up with a turnover and denied the Vokes a score. But here we are. Just how many bullets can the Highlands Owls dodge?
All right, here we go. Yamas handoffs to Lloyd. Lloyd gets down and does a good job of breaking that first line of defense and getting down to the 6-yard line.
How about that acceleration by Jazavian Lloyd? Man, he looks like he's going full speed by the time he hits the line of scrimmage, and then he runs tough after that.
Well, I think what's really impressive is his ability to move left to right, and that acceleration to go forward is what we find impressive.
There you go. There's an example right there.
And then into the end zone.
Case in point.
As Lloyd gets in, and he is certainly filled up his stat sheet tonight by getting into the end zone. Again.
Bobby pulls a Nostradamus on us there too, just right on cue as Jazavian Lloyd takes the ball and switches directions just as he does. Got to put them up. You got to put Jazavian Lloyd up there among several talented running backs. Several running backs here in 12-582.
Well, I'll be happy to say in the city as well. Extra point attempt, good, and the extra point is good. 26-0 our score with the Lanier Vokes on top.
And it is time to tell you about Southside Real Estate Professionals, the newest members of the RC Audio Sports sponsorship team, a group of women realtors who all graduated, all alumni of SAISD and Harlandale ISD schools. This group of realtors desire to give back to their community by empowering the next generation. They do things like participate in career days, and they mentor students in high school who are interested in this profession. They've helped raise money for toys and bikes during Christmas time for children in the area. They support small businesses, and during the day, they renovate and invest in homes on the South Side. They offer home buyer and down payment assistance classes and would love to guide you through your next purchase. Whether you are looking to buy, sell, invest, or even get approved for a mortgage, they're here to assist you. Southside Real Estate Professionals, 210-291-4002. Welcome to the RC Audio Sports team.
6 plays, 69 yards, 6-yard touchdown run by Jazavian Lloyd. Only 57 seconds to score on that drive. Your score 26-0.
The ball through the end zone once again.
Felix Rodriguez kickoff goes through the end zone, touchback. The Owls will start first and 10.
That's Jose Luis Felix Rodriguez, the kicker for the Lanier Vokes. And again, the third time at least this evening that he has kicked the ball through the end zone. The Highlands Owls will start this possession from their 25-yard line. Give me a kicker like that any day of the week.
You know, we talked about the big three in this Lanier group, and add a fourth there with the kicker.
He's been impressive. Haven't seen him get an opportunity to kick a field goal, but he's been impressive in kickoffs and extra points. For
Garza
sure.
back in. Excuse me, Coach. Garza back in at quarterback. He tossed it right side over to Sancho.
Nathan Sancho, the workhorse for the Highlands Owls, leads in rushing yardage and receiving yardage for these Owls. Here again, Coach Landeros and the Highlands Owls hoping to finish on a good note. 26-0 is the score here as we count off the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Garza will just go under center and keep it himself.
One of the perks that you get for subscribing to our YouTube channels is you get to come on the chat room and talk to us and let us know what where you're watching from. Bob, where this year so far in the chat room that you've learned? What are some places?
We've had Hawaii, the Philippines. Where else? That is just one of the couple of them. As a Garza just tosses one up and hopes the receiver comes down with it, and it passes incomplete.
And from Luling, of course, Greg Tracy, one of our loyal viewers. When he's not streaming himself for a Luling High School football game, he's on our streams. Greg Tracy is an alum of Arlington High School, and we happen to stream on RC Audio Sports. We stream a few Arlington High School games as well, besides the 18 games that are scheduled here at SAISD Sports Complex.
My memory's coming back here, and we've had one from Las Vegas, Nevada.
There you go. Monterey, I'm thinking about Monterey. Qatar.
We're talking
Cairo.
We're talking all time.
Yes.
I thought we were talking about just this year.
Oh, all time.
Oh yeah. We got Alaska. I think one time we had North Pole.
One of my favorites was we got during a volleyball game
in flight.
In flight, we had a
flight attendant.
A flight attendant who was watching her niece, I believe, or play volleyball for one of the games we were streaming, and she let us know that she was actually in the air
yes.
and watching the stream from one of her flights.
Yeah, that's fun when we get that kind of info. From the 40, Lanier still trying to make sure that they keep their offense mobile as Lloyd goes for 5 yards on that one. I did not think he was going to pick up 5 yards, and he did.
Adrian Escudero says he's with Lanier, I guess, or W maybe for win Lanier. Adrian, we thank you for subscribing to the channel and joining us here on our chat room.
Second play of the drive, almost lost it, but able to hang on to it. The defense for Highlands. So bringing up a third down. No yards on that carry, so we'll still call it a 3rd and 5.
Well, let's see, 35, 3rd and 5 to the vote.
Here we go. One receiver to our near side and 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Rolling right. Looking, Yamas being chased down, got rid of it, almost intercepted, and it is intercepted. The Highlands Owls defense coming up big. Plenty of turnovers for this defense tonight.
Got a flag on the field here at the 29-yard line. I'm going to guess that was a receiver downfield.
Oh,
because I saw a very dejected lineman number walking his way back to the line of scrimmage like, oh boy, I've been caught. but it's not going to matter as the ball was intercepted anyway. So a moot point as We had a Lanier offensive tackle in a pass route here on the previous play. So another big turnover, 3 turnovers here in the second half for the Highlands Owls. A tight formation, double wing. We've seen the quarterback sneak come out of that. And again, here we go. Lanier Vokes on the short end of that surge. About a 2-yard gain on the play.
You know, that just goes to show how Lanier is just that much more better coming into this game right now, because they've had 3 defensive turnovers, or excuse me, 3 turnovers offensively, and they're been able to withstand that and maintain that 26-0 lead. Ceballos hit as he threw, intercepted. Marquise Dixon shows you why he is one of the most athletic guys on that football field, as he got into the air and just took that ball away.
Oh my gosh, he went way up into the air to get that one. And of course, he's a receiver on the Lanier Vokes offensive squad, and so you know he's got some hands.
I want to give a lot of credit also to our crew here for RC Audio Sports. You got Reese Robinson handling our camera duty. Not 1 camera, but 2 cameras simultaneously. So he's able to catch all those plays, and he is learning quick. And also thanks to Cesar Mendez doing some great job switching between those cameras as well.
Does a pretty good job directing us too.
Yeah.
Letting us know what we're going to do next. Good job, Caesar, over there. I knew you win. You were not a director.
When he was whining in the press box.
Oh. Another trip to the concession stand.
Yeah.
Here he is. All grown up and directing for RC Audio Sports.
Another big move there by Xavion Lloyd across the 41.
Xavier Lloyd, the carry.
The clock will continue to run here with 6.5 minutes to go. Almost lost that one. Xavion Lloyd able to jump right on it. I don't know if that was a clean handoff or not, but maybe a loss of 2 yards on that play. Bringing up 2nd down.
Following the loss of 2, 2nd and 12 for the Vokes. Oh, that's the 39.
Bringing up a 2nd down, and we'll call it 12 from the Lanier 39. They come out with a 2-receiver set to the top of the screen. Highlands looking to show blitz, but ball's on the ground, and now Ceballos has to get rid of it. He does, and finds a big target for his receiver. That is Damian Graciano, the senior tight end. Making things happen here. Still not enough for a 1st down, but making it a reasonable 3rd down here, or reasonably easy well, not easy, but not, about 3rd and about 4 for Lanier. Low snap, play action. Ceballos going deep. Crowd wants a pass interference. They're not going to get it. The pass is incomplete, so that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Boo crew here not liking that one.
Slight variation, though, Bobby. It's a boo for no flag.
Yeah. Well, they've already been called the Boo crew.
Okay, the Boo crew. The Lanier Vokes home team tonight, so they're here right outside of our press box, and we're enjoying them. What a loyal and fan base, a loud and loyal fan base that the Lanier Vokes have. Great to see a team travel like this, or to show up on Friday nights for their team like the Vokes do. The Vokes folks.
The folks from the Vokes folks. There was a flag on the play, of course. We heard just one boo this time. They're not in sync just yet. Oh, there they go.
Oh, there you go. Well, the chant always starts with one, you know, like a wave. Like, how does a wave start in the stadium? Does one guy start?
Just one guy. Just one guy. One lone individual.
A butterfly effect, huh?
So here we go. Retry on the punt, but no, they're going to go for it. It's a pass along the sideline. Oh, and the Highland Owl defender, Devontae Riley, almost had that one, but collided with one of his teammates, Shamar Burrell. He dropped the football.
Oh, probably best for the Owls that he did drop it. It was a 4th down. And had he intercepted it, the Owls would have started the possession back here at their own 35. Instead, they're going to start at the Lanier Vokes 42-yard line. So his football guardian angel looking out for him. And Christopher Dotson, number 8, haven't called his name much here tonight. We've called his name on previous games, but hasn't had a whole bunch of touches here in tonight's ball game. That was a nice carry. Christopher Dotson, a defensive back and a running back.
Looks like Lanier's headed that way to pick up that first win in district. And another flag on the play, but this one against Highlands.
Dotson in the ball game now at quarterback, so we're the third quarterback for the Owls here tonight. The Lanier Vokes will improve to 3-3 on the season and 1-1 in district play.
So that penalty just negates all the yardage that Dotson got in that run.
We're going to get the Lanier Vokes next week again on RC Audio Sports 2.
Left side, Nathan Sancho finds a little bit of room, and he'll get close to back on a 4-yard gain.
We've got Lanier and Houston on RC Audio Sports 2 next week here at the SAISD Sports Complex. That's going to be a big one. And I believe that one is Thursday night. You can follow us on several social media platforms. We we manage a Facebook page, a Twitter page, a Instagram page, a Threads page, a YouTube page. We're easy to get in touch with. If you want to reach out to us, if you're interested in joining our sponsorship team, reach out to us and we'll have a discussion about that. Love to have you on our team.
And another flag, of course, on the field here. So we're allowing, or for some time, to get what the call is for.
Officials conferring, the referee making sure that the call will be correct, and he's going to inform us of it.
Shout out to that Highlands Owls band for providing the tunes for us.
Personal foul targeting against the Lanier Vokes. So targeting comes with an automatic ejection, 15-yard penalty, and an ejection of the player.
The clock continues. We'll stop actually at this point. Is there a timeout? No timeout. I just thought there was a timeout. Saw a couple Owls headed to the sidelines and thought that was going to be a timeout, but they were just getting some instructions. Clock is going. Band is going. Dotson keeps it himself. Rolling right, and he gets tripped up. But guess what? More flags.
Holding against Lanier. against Highlands, the Lanier faithful will show their approval of that call.
We will always encourage you to stay tuned for our post-game report, where we do pick a Martinez and Associates offensive and defensive player of the game. Coach and I sometimes have that difficult discussion of who will be awarded the coveted offensive and defensive player of the game. .340 remaining, second down coming up here, second and long for Highlands.
Following the gain of 4, second and 16 at the 28.
Two receivers to our near side. Dotson pushes it out. Pitch to Sancho. Sancho will be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Robert Alvarez, the stop.
Lanier Vokes holding on to the goose egg there and trying to come up with their first shutout of the 2024 season.
Well,
Highlands House trying to deny them that.
I think they're trying to do the broadcaster jinx.
Oh, the broadcaster jinx. No jinx. No jinx.
I don't know. Let's see. Here we go.
All right.
Let's see if Highlands can prove Villafranca wrong. Dotson dropping back. Here comes pressure. And into the hands of the Lanier Vogue defense. He might take it all the way back. And he's got no one to go. And he is trying to put this one to bed. What an interception for the big man, number 11, Coach. He saved you. For the Lanier Vokes, that was Jose Molina.
A pick six and a run back. Well, an interception and a run back for a pick six. And no jinx there. The Lanier Vokes will go up to 30-plus points here, 32, and trying to put another one up on the board with 2 minutes and 14 seconds. I'm not clear of the jinx just yet because Highlands are going to get the ball back one more time.
Yeah, so 2:14 to go still.
I've got to sweat that one out for another 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
To the Vokes to try the extra point. It's a high snap, but they're able to get it down and get it through the uprights. Jose Luis Felix Rodriguez. 33-0 our score, 2:14 to go in this fourth quarter. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports.
Shout out to all you sports fans. This is Desi Martinez with Martinez and Associates, and I'm proud to announce that along with RC Audio Sports, we're starting the coveted Athlete of the Week program. Those athletes are going to be voted on by you. And guess what? Every voter gets a chance to win a $50 gift card from Martinez and Associates simply by entering a valid email address. It's important to note that every Athlete of the Week winner is automatically entered into the Martinez and Associates Athlete of the Year contest, the winner of which is going to receive a cash donation for their school's athletic department. So if you want to vote for your favorite Athlete of the Week, go to martinez-law.com, martinez-law.com, and vote for your favorite athletes.
We welcome you back to action here after about a 60-yard return to the end zone. Interception by number 11, Jose Molina. Our score, 33-0. Boy, that one had some speed on that kick. But that does go out of bounds.
That'd be illegal procedure, a kick out of bounds. The Owls will have the option of taking it 5 yards up from where it went out of bounds, or at the 30, or have them re-kick. And I think the Owls are going to take the option to start from their own 30-yard line. So offensive and defensive players of the game, the Martinez and Associates offensive and defensive players of the game that we are going to announce before we go off stream here tonight. If you've got any ideas, you've got just a couple of minutes left. Let us know who you think we should consider.
We might take your
we'll take it into
consideration,
yeah,
of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we know a few of you were logged in, some Lanier fans.
And also, Lanier fans, if you're watching here, anybody, football fans, anybody watching next Thursday, we'll have Lanier and Houston. That'll be a big one here, and that'll be on RC Audio Sports 2, just like all the games.
So the best thing to do if you're a Lanier fan and you're watching, hit the like and subscribe button so you'll get an alert when we go on the air for the very next game.
And if I'm going on memory here, I think that the Friday game is Houston and Highlands. So we get Lanier again next week, and we get Highlands again next week. So that should cover just about all of our. Highlands and Burbank.
Left side as Romeo Garza. That'll get us 4 Highlands broadcasts.
Yeah. Of course, we mentioned this just about every time we come here from the that we stream from the SAISD Sports Complex. But this is really a very nice venue for high school football. Of course, SAISD has the temple for of high school football in San Antonio and Alamo Stadium, and there's just, in my mind, there's just not a more beautiful a fake punt here for the Owls trying to catch the guards. I'm trying to catch the folks sleeping here, but in my opinion, there's just not a more beautiful field in Texas than Alamo Stadium. But as a secondary field, man, this really enjoy the SAISD Sports Complex.
And that's just this field right here, Coach. There's a field right behind us. Hold on, before we get to the baseball field. But there is a practice field that is duplicate of what you see here on this field right now. There's a field back here. I'm assuming there's some soccer games that go there as well, maybe some band practice as well. But same layout, same carpeting, same beauty right behind us as well. But
Coach Tejas told us before the game that was one of the reasons that they had the 7-on-7 here. They were able to have 4 7-on-7 games, so a very highly used facility. And you were going to describe.
Oh yeah, and then so of course I've not had an opportunity to do a softball game, but in the past, of course, we've done some games on the baseball field, and beautiful. Everything here is beautiful. 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, just a great all-around facility. As the Lanier Volks kneel the ball and will claim the victory here from the beautiful SAISD Sports Complex. Well, that's going to do it for the football game, not for our broadcast. We are going to take just a quick break. When we come back, we will have the Martinez and Associates players of the game, offense and defense. Keep it right here. We'll be right back.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
We welcome you back here to SAISD Sports Complex here on the south side of San Antonio on the campus of Burbank High School. And it is now time for the Martinez and Associates post-game report, where we get the players of the game for offense and for defense. And, of course, all of it brought to you by Martinez and Associates. So, Coach, no lots to choose from here on the offensive side. Great overall performance for the Lanier Vokes. They put up 33 points, and the defense pitched a shutout. But we do have to pick a Martinez and Associates player of the game. So let's start off with offense. Who do you got?
On offense, Bobby, I think Dylan Yamas, the quarterback, did a great job of managing the ball game. Pretty much error-free football from the Vokes quarterback. Marquise Dixon had some great plays on offense as well. But I think tonight the offensive player of the game honors goes to number 2, Jazavian Lloyd, a junior running back. Defensively, again, many to choose from defensively as well, but there was one highlight play near the end of the game that I think sealed the deal for number 11 defensively, and that would be Jose Molina. On top of his tackles and on top of his defensive play all night long, that was the play of the defensive play of the game.
And not to mention all the things that he did in between, but he did a fantastic job, and he really sealed the deal for the Lanier Vokes.
So look through our social media on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, where we give these kids a shout out. And as you heard Desi Martinez talk in the commercial, there's also a chance for them to become the Athlete of the Week as well. So, from beautiful SAISD Sports Complex, this is Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez, Cesar Mendez handling the tech duties tonight, and Reese Hernandez Robinson getting all those great pictures. For RC Audio Sports and RC Audio Sports 2, Robert Villafranca wishing you a good night. Until next time.